I get a lot of questions about effective exam prep. And as I've mentioned in previous videos, physics is not a spectator sport. You have to get repetition and problem solving. So I've said that multiple times, but I also want to introduce the concepts of spacing and interleaving as ways in which you can think about optimizing your time in preparation for physics exams. So the idea of spacing, and again, these ideas are rooted in actual research on what might constitute more or less effective learning. So spacing is in contrast to cramming. Okay, so cramming would be just studying for an exam with one session prior to the exam. Evidence suggests that learning is going to be deeper and easier to retrieve if instead of having one cram session, you space it out. You take that session and you space it out so that you have multiple sessions of review prior to the exam. But spacing is one thing, how you fill that space is another. And so this is where the concept of interleaving comes in. And interleaving is in contrast to a concept called blocking. So for example, blocking would be like, so let's say you wanted to space out your preparation time for the exam, but then what you did was you just spent one block on, say, Unit 1, one block on Unit 2, and one block on Unit 3, and then take the test. So in contrast, interleaving would be that you spend some time on Unit 1, some time on Unit 2, some time on Unit 3, then you go back to Unit 1, Unit 2, Unit 3, Unit 1 again, Unit 2, Unit 3. Do you see how when you take that same space, you're going across the ideas more frequently as opposed to just hitting each of the key parts of the course in a block? And so research suggests that when you interleave your practice, you're going to form more and more connections across the different ideas of the course. And this will be beneficial in a physics course because so many of these ideas build upon other ideas. And this is something I've tried to show in my videos as to how certain concepts really have built into them previous concepts that you've learned. So when you're learning something later in the course, chances are it has built into it concepts you learned earlier in the course. And by interleaving your practice, by maybe spending a little bit of time with Unit 1, then a little time with Unit 2, then time with Unit 3, but then going back to Unit 1, then going back to Unit 2, going back to Unit 3, mixing it up, if you will. The more you mix it up, I think the more you can see that there are threads that are going to span across the different ideas that you learn in this course. So just to quickly recap, to better prepare for a physics exam, don't cram, but space. So don't just study once right before a test. Space it out. But then when you space it out, fill that space more in the essence of interleaving, where you hit on one topic, another topic, but then circle back to a previous topic and circle back to another previous topic, as opposed to just going incrementally, just only studying a block of Unit 1, only studying a block of Unit 2, only studying a block of Unit 3, and then taking the test. Don't just do big blocks. Space it out and then mix it up.